Okay. So. Alright, so this is going to be how to play League of Legends. We're just going into a little bot game, so I can start from the very basics. The beginning basics. So when you go into a game, you have to select a champion. And when you select that champion, you'll then be able to play as said champion in the game that you are loading into. Okay, so my frames seem to be back up. We're gonna up the resolution again. And hopefully it stays somewhat consistent. What the fuck is this? Yo! The hell? What was that? That's a mad one. Alright, so how to play League of Legends. Let's start simple, yeah? So, League of Legends is a 5-person team-based game against 5 other players on a team as well. So the first thing you want to do, right, is probably alright, so right click is how you move your character. Boom, I right click, so my character moves where he wants to go. Yeah, so I'm gonna head down to the bottom lane now. Alright, so let's figure this out in order. Right click to move. These buttons at the bottom, these 4 big buttons at the bottom, those are your spells. Yeah, the spells that are unique to your champion. And then these are like, how do I say? They're kind of like perks. So maybe they're powerful spells available to any champion. You can only pick 2, and they will make your character more powerful. So if this is your first game playing, you will likely have Ghost and Heal here. Alright, so right-clicking an enemy will mean you get to hit them. See how I'm hitting this this Cho'Gath, and then I'm hitting this minion, right? So you right-click things to attack them. Alright, so if you're playing on the default settings, you will have to move your mouse to the edge of the screen in order to move your camera, right? So let's say I want to look over here, I just move my mouse to the edge of the screen a bit, right? And you don't have to play like this. There's an interesting setting that I managed to pick up a couple years ago called mouse button drag scroll. And what this basically does is it will replace your middle click. So middle click is not a button that's normally used in League of Legends. And, yeah, so middle click is not a button that's normally used in League of Legends. But mouse button drag scroll means that you can use said button to drag the camera in different ways, right? So let's say I'm using middle click now. I hold middle click and then I will drag to move my camera, right? So I prefer this method slightly because it means I can keep my character, or I can keep my mouse close to my character as often as possible. Whereas if you move using the push the cursor to the edge of the screen, then you move your cursor really far away from your character, and it seems to me less efficient. I don't know if it's better or not. I'm not really in a position to say that. But mouse button drag scroll seems to work for me. Alright, so when the game starts, there will be these minions. So these little blue guys and these little red guys here, they're called minions. So if you imagine like a tower defense game, right? These are like the basic enemies, right? Any champion should be able to take down these little minions, right? Okay, so let's stick to the basics, I guess. So right-clicking to move, right-clicking to attack, There's also a key like A. Also a key like A. So when I'm over here and I click the A key, right? A little indicator will appear. This little circle when I click A, the letter A. The letter A is quite possibly one of the most important tools of the game. It will show you your attack range, and then anywhere you click, outside or inside the attack range, with a left click, your click will turn red. I don't know if you see this or not, but if I click here, over here, I click, it goes red. And what the red means, right, is I will attack what's closest. Alright, so there's two ways, right? The default is if I A click for this red cursor, right, it will attack the closest thing to my character, which can be good, it can be bad. So I've changed it a little. There's a setting called here, let me just go through the settings actually. That's probably the best it's probably the best thing for me to go through right now. So we'll go through the settings, yeah? So these are default. Let me just restore default, boom. Cool. So we got Q, W, E, and R for my main spells, like so. Right, so Q on this character is Leap Strike. I will click the spell, and then I will target what I'm targeting, and the spell will cast, right? Some spells are different than others, some are aimed, some are enhancing auto attacks, you know, it's just a lot of things are very spell reliant, I guess. Okay. So, yeah, spells. Your main spells are Q, W, E, and R. Your R is your powerful ultimate spell. And then you have your summoner spells, which are usually on D and F. And this one I have Ghost and Heal. These are your default summoner spells if you're playing for the first time. Ghost will give you movement speed for 10 seconds. And Heal will heal you and one other ally and give movement speed. Right, so these are on quite a long cooldown. So if I use my Ghost now, so I have 10 seconds of increased movement speed and ability to walk through units. However, it's on a hefty cooldown, right? So it's 240 seconds, and then this is Heal, the same, 240 seconds, okay? So yeah, I don't really know what this bot is doing. It's like over there. Not really sure what's going on, but whatever. So every level you will gain experience. I feel like I'm not really going about this in a cohesive manner, but who cares, right? Okay, so when you hit these minions, right, when you land the killing blow on the minion, if you are the one who reduced this minion's life to 0, you will get some money. If you see here, when I hit that, 21 gold, boom. And then this one, boom, 21 gold. And this one, 14 gold. Yeah, so when you kill these minions, you will get money. And the money will make you stronger once you go to your base and figure out what's going on. And buy your items, right? So I'm gonna go do that now, unless this guy wants to do this. Alright, so I didn't really explain what A-click does, but let me see if I can try. Cool. Alright, so I have A-click on cursor enabled. So what that means is when I A-click, let's say I A-click here, right? It will then attack the closest enemy to that point. And it will continue doing so until there's nothing left to attack. Right? So I'm not inputting any commands right now, I just A-clicked this point here, and when I A-click it says to the champion, hit anything that is closest to this cursor, right? There is a setting where you can change it to, let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find the setting. There's a setting of, what is hold position? J? So if I do this and I go, what's the difference? Interesting. So hold position means what exactly? It's just gonna stand there and hit things? Okay, whatever. Okay, so as you kill these minions, you will get money and experience. So right now I'm level 9. And experience is the most powerful resource in the game. Gold is close second. But experience will give you a massive lead because your spells will be stronger, your stats will be stronger. I don't know if you noticed there, but my stats went up on the level up. I'll try zoom in and show it to you as soon as possible, you know, once I get the next level up. Alright, so these turrets are here to keep people... Oh, am I gonna... Nope. Okay. Alright, so when you die, you will have a timer before you are able to come alive again. And it will happen automatically, so you don't have to worry about that. However, Alright, so we'll buy an item. Yeah, so when you have money and then you go back to the base, you'll be able to spend the money on an item that will give you many stats, right? So this item here, it gives me damage, so attack damage, that's for my attacks. It gives me attack speed, it gives me health, and it gives me ability haste. Ability haste is basically how quick your cooldowns will come up before you can cast the spell again, right? So before, my Q had like a 7-second cooldown, I guess, or maybe like an 8-second cooldown. But now that I've bought some ability haste, it's on a 6.6 cooldown or whatever, right? So the damage will increase the damage of my attacks and some of my spells, and the attack speed will mean I hit a lot quicker. See, I'm hitting much quicker than I was before. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know where Cho'Gath went, so. Alright, so I have, okay, it looks like attack move set to not hit the closest target, but hit every target along the way. The closest targets to my champion along the way. Alright, so everyone gets wards, right? Wards, they'll be placed on your 4 key, and wards will grant you vision of areas that you cannot see. Right? So there's a mechanic called the Fog of War, which means if you, an ally, or a teammate aren't looking at a place, you cannot see it, if that makes sense. So if I scroll over here, all this is dark because I cannot see it, right? So here, for example, this is a where the blue buff is. I cannot see the blue buff because I'm not there, but if we go over to it, we will be granted vision of said blue buff, right? And wards are a way of extending your character's vision, right? So now I don't have to be over there. This ward will grant me sight of the area immediately surrounding it. Alright, what else is there? So in a normal game, I guess, you'll be fighting against an enemy, and you'll be fighting each other for these minions, right? These minions are the only way for us to get stronger. One of the only ways for us to get stronger. So they're a highly contested resource. So if the enemy is stronger than you, they will try and push you away from your minions and their minions, right? So you will lose out on experience and gold, right? However, alright, so those towers are to protect various people in the game. Yeah, so these towers will hit for a number of damage. Something I do want to note, though, is it's specifically programmed into the game so that these melee minions, the ones that are hitting with a little sword and shield, they'll be able to take 2 tower shots before dying. And the caster minions, the ranged ones with the little cloak and the staff, these guys with the little hats, they, what will they do? They will, take 1 turret shot, and that's it. They'll take 1 turret shot, and they'll be approximately 2 auto attacks away from dying, right? So oftentimes, you will have to set them up before the tower hits them, or use a spell, something additional, to be able to cast said spell, right? Okay, so we are 2 levels up on this Cho'Gath, which means they're quite a bit stronger. At level 11, you get your 2nd rank of your ultimate, or you'll be available to get your 2nd rank of your ultimate. So, which means my ultimate is significantly stronger than Cho'Gath's one. So these towers, they're worth money, they do a lot of damage, but they will prioritize attacking minions first as long as you are not hitting other champions in its range. And in a bot game like this, this circle around here will show you the range of the tower. So this is the range that the tower will be able to target you from, anyone from, but it will prioritize minions unless you are hitting an enemy. So now the minions are in the tower's range, I can safely walk up and hit said tower. This Cho'Gath does not want me to hit the tower. He knows that if I hit him in the tower's range, like let's say I hit him in the tower's range like here. Oh, wait. Alright, so the tower's hitting this cannon minion here, and then I hit the Cho'Gath, the tower will immediately switch to me. Right. So this disincentivizes people who are playing safe to disincentivizes people from hitting you while you are under your tower. And I think that's the basics for now. I'll probably watch this back and remember that I forgot like a load of different things, but I'll add to this series and we'll see how it goes. Thank you for watching. Hit like if you learned something.